Yeah, we are going straight to our trend number 3. This was the trend, by the way, earlier that was much buzzed about when Katya asked everyone to stand and then slowly sit down. So no pressure on this trend. It is focused on going beyond the basics to create holistic strategies for family-friendly workplaces. I think this is a focus area that so many companies want to do but are having trouble. How do we do that? How do we make our organization more family friendly, especially when it comes to childcare, right? So presenting this trend talk is Beenish Kajani, General Manager, HRBP, Engro Fertilizers, Pakistan. Beenish is a dynamic HR and sales professional with a career spanning 13 years. At Engro Fertilizers, she plays a pivotal part in driving change management and advocating for women in leadership. Her dedication to creating a more equitable workspace is evident in her initiatives to hire women for unconventional roles and her active championing of policies that promote diversity and inclusion. Beenish is here today to share her talk, Creating Inclusive and Family-Friendly Workplaces to Recruit, Develop, and Retain Women in the Workforce. A good to have or a must-have? Please give a big round of applause to Beenish.
Distinguished delegates and fellow participants, good morning and assalamu alaikum. It is indeed an honor to be given a chance to address you today. A lot has been said, so I'm not going to repeat all the wonderful things we've discussed, but I'm going to talk more in the context of what my organization is doing, given that we come from Pakistan and a lot has been said about the kind of roles and the kind of job opportunities that are extended to women over there. I'm representing Engro Fertilizers, a company deeply rooted in the manufacturing sector, situated in the remote landscape of Sindh, Pakistan. We are one of the biggest conglomerates in Pakistan with the largest urea production in the country. It's here, in the heart of our manufacturing operations, that we were all, as an organization, left inspired by an extraordinary tale of change and progress. And I would like to take this opportunity to share the story of change with you.
हमेशा सुना था कि बेटियां बोझ होती हैं। मैं बोझ नहीं, सहारा बनना चाहती हूँ। मैं सिर्फ इतना निवास और ये है मेरी कहानी। मेरा ताल्लुक पंजाब के छोटे से गांव दुनिया पुलिस से है। हमारे विलेज में ये है कि लड़कियों को नहीं पढ़ाया जाता, यंग एज में उनकी शादी कर दी। लेकिन मेरा एम कुछ अलग से था, कुछ पढ़ के अपनी फैमिली को एटलीस्ट सपोर्ट कर दूँ। क्योंकि मेरे जो पापा थे वो हम लोग आपस में बैठे था, मैं छोटी सी थी तो वो मुझे कहते थे वो खाना लेके आओ, तो मुझे साथ लगाए रखते थे। फिर वो डिस्कस करते थे प्रेफरेंस वगैरह के ये चीज़ें। मुझे ऐसे इंटरेस्ट दिया कि वहाँ से अब्बू ऐसा काम करते हैं। मैंने एग्रो फर्टिलाइजर को ज्वाइन किया एज अ वर्कशॉप सुपरवाइजर। मैं पाकिस्तान की पहली कार मैकेनिक हूँ और एंग्रो फर्टिलाइजर का हिस्सा हूँ। मैं अपने वालिदैन की एक होनहार बेटी हूँ, ऐसी बेटी जो बोझ नहीं।
Thank you. The story of Uzma was the realization of the responsibility that we shoulder and to create opportunities for young, talented, and resilient women like her. Hence began the journey of change as an organization at Engro. In Pakistan, women constitute nearly half of the population, yet their representation in the business sector remains dishearteningly low at about 24%. Why is this the case, you might ask? One of the most critical reasons is the societal expectations and constraints that bind women to domestic obligations, particularly after marriage. They are often faced with the difficult decision to choose between their careers and their personal lives. This inequality is further perpetuated as women are discouraged from pursuing unconventional in field and manufacturing based roles that are traditionally dominated by men. In 2019, Engro Fertilizers launched its People Agenda, which we call a threefold approach that focuses on number one, cultivating a culture of inclusivity, number two, attracting and recruiting diverse talent, and number three, most importantly, developing and retaining that talent. So, sustainability is obviously key. Our ambition as an organization is to increase diversity to 20% by 2023. This is an uphill task considering we stood at a mere 3.7% in 2019, and as of now, we have reached 9.4%. But we don't intend to stop here. Cultivating a culture of inclusivity, we recognize that addressing this issue requires breaking down cultural barriers within our organization to begin with, where unconscious biases make it hard to get women into male dominated teams. We had to challenge our own biases, and the first step was to organize sensitization workshops and trainings to break down these stereotypes and set the foundation right. The second part of our agenda constituted a series of targeted initiatives to attract female talent. Our ambition was to be the top employer for women. What does that mean? This meant that every woman, either already employed or looking to start her career, would consider Engro to be the first choice of place in terms of work. We launched a returnship program called Break Ke Baad to help women re-enter the workforce after a career gap. This initiative helped segue women into corporate space and gave them the confidence that a gap is no longer a hindrance to a successful career journey. We have an in-house daycare facility in partnership with Ubuntu, so women do not have to worry about leaving their children at home when returning from maternity leaves. But what about unconventional roles? To enable women in the field roles that are not based out of the office, we facilitated by extending a nanny allowance to hire a caregiver of their choice. And when women travel for business, they can take their young ones along with a caregiver to ensure they are stress-free and can comfortably attend to their work. We partnered with Kareem to ensure our female colleagues have safe and convenient means of traveling to the office and back home. And we earlier spoke about how we take this initiative for granted. Travel should be safe and easy for everyone. Yet, unfortunately, in some countries, it still remains to be otherwise. Lastly, the challenge still remains to be inducting women in unconventional roles based in the field and at our manufacturing sites. And this brought into place our bespoke platform called Parvaz to help women enter, develop, and shine in roles which were traditionally always dominated by men in the industry. Ladies and gentlemen, as I conclude, I would like to reiterate that inclusivity isn't just about corporate policies anymore. It's a moral imperative, a call to action for all of us. It's about recognizing the untapped potential in each one of us. As we approach a more inclusive future, it's not just about numbers. It's about unfulfilled dreams. It's about empowering talented women and individuals like Uzma with unique skill set and abilities. Our journey continues, bringing us closer to a world where diversity isn't just celebrated but embraced, where everyone, regardless of gender, have an equal opportunity to make their mark. Thank you.